Ladies and gentlemen, this is my favorite video to record every time I come to Tokyo. It's secondhand Pokemon card shopping. Everyone here basically collects like Pokemon cards. They love trading them in for newer ones. So we love sussing out the stores where they've been traded in and seeing what gems we can find. So I've never seen this store before. I saw the sign. We're gonna go in and check it out. And I think that's the theme for today's vlog. How many of these secret stores can we find and how many cool secondhand Pokemon cards can I buy for my binder? Oh, these are the singles out of the new set.
Look at the gold card.
Yeah, the trainer. And look at this, that's the Pidgeot Cigarette. That's really cool. Oh, this is beautiful. The Arceus gold card. The Dark Explorer's Groudon. It's $100. You've got the Espeon right there and the Gengar. And then down the bottom, Alakazam Full Art, Zapdos Full Art. Oh wow, these are the cosplay cards. Look at all of the cosplay bangers. Got the Charizard back there. These are really pretty Charizards. Hey, Screaming Psyduck World Championships 2022. I think this must be like the evolution area because you got the Unigaba evolutions and then back there you got even more bangers, even down to Shining Mew. I really want to get one of these like mystery packs, but it's $322. I don't think I can afford it. Level X bricks for $40. No, it's $80. And it's got a tag team. I wonder what's in the middle, if it's more full arts. This must be bulk. It's got to be bulk. Let's get this one. I'm so curious what's going to be inside. I reckon we get this one too. Surely some old school cards. So this is basically the game where you pay, I think $22, and then you pick a random card that's face down, and then we get to swing it around and see what we get, and you get to keep the card. We'll go like this one. Oh yeah, that one. And then we'll go, let's do the same side. We'll get that one. Oh, so we don't know, it's the cupboard. Yeah, I love that. Let's actually, let's go one more, we'll go like that one. Okay. And then I also want a bunch of figures for the background, and I think this is where we're gonna cop them. Hey, is that your, that's your shop? Oh, no. Amazing, you wanna show the shop? It's Ninja from Japan. Alrighty, I think I've picked out every figurine that I'm gonna get for the unboxing background. I just think it's so rare you see every figure in a box that they've obviously collected it over time. So we're gonna get this whole lineup right here. I also want to support these guys because it turns out they're big fans of the channel and we're gonna make it worthwhile when UnlistedLeaf comes through to the store.
Once I had picked out all the figurines for the studio back home, it was time to buy a couple of singles, which I'll show you at the end of the video. My total at this store came to around $300. Which I reckon was pretty good considering the amount of awesome singles they had in stock. But this right here wasn't the only vintage Pokemon card shop we were raiding today. It was time to head back to the markets and search for the secret secondhand Pokemon card stores. And oh my goodness, did we find a secondhand shop. We found this Pokemon card shop right here that had a whole deck of those vending machine cards sitting on a shelf. You guys probably remember those because we opened them up on the channel a couple of months ago. Also, there was this incredible Gold Star Kyogre from the Delta species that they were selling for about $500. If you look really closely, you can see the Gengar EX from Fire Red Leaf Green, which has such amazing 3D artwork. Also, I had no idea this card was this expensive in Japanese, but the Shining Magikarp, it was $900. They also had a bunch more recent cards locked up as well, like the Unigaba Eevee cards. Also the Mew Full Art from Fusion Strike, that was going for $220. Now unfortunately it seemed a few of these cards are a bit overpriced, so I actually went down the road to meet with a fellow Australian card shop owner who might be able to help us out with our mission. Everybody meet Andrew. He's an Australian that moved to Japan, Tokyo about 4 years ago and opened up his own Pokemon card shop. It's called Card Secret and it's in the heart of downtown Tokyo. He's honestly one of the nicest people ever, and he's even sent a couple of booster boxes into the channel before. So when I finally got to meet him in person, he was thrilled and really excited to give me a tour of the entire store. And obviously, he started with some of his playmats. He loves collecting these bad boys and he's formed such a big collection. I'm not honestly sure I've ever seen more playmats in one place. He also has some really expensive ones, like in the thousands and thousands of dollars range. Anyway, after he showed us the playmats, below that was a bunch of sealed stuff including booster boxes, tins, like the English TCG is really popular in Japan, so he tries his best to stock a little bit of that as well. And then he also really enjoys a couple of the older plush toys, and what I've come to notice about Japan is they love their vintage plush. But anyway, besides the sealed stuff, the playmats and the plush toys, the card shop is mainly known for its Pokemon cards. And let me just say, this card shop is really well laid out. It's basically sorted into the eras, so starting with the Wizard of the Coast, the E-series kind of stuff, and then merging into the older EX generation, and then moving into like the Diamond and Pearl. It's got the Heart Gold, Soul Silvers, all the way up into Scarlet and Violet. And basically, once you've seen all of the rainbow rares that were for sale and you've picked yourself off the floor, he's got this exclusive Pikachu cabinet where he's just got all of the rarer Pikachus inside. And Uncle Ando's the biggest Pikachu fan ever, so I did a little bit of shopping. Now, after I picked up some of the most obscure Pikachu cards I don't think I've ever seen in card shops here in Australia, I moved on to the prize card section that had two of these Pokemon Rumble cards I'd never seen before. I just opened up a Pokemon Rumble box on my members only video, and I'd never seen this Pachirisu card. So when I asked him about it and why it was so expensive, it was because it was a competition winning card, and there's only 100 in the world that existed this one card. Then after that, he took us towards the counter where he had this insanely huge brick of bulk cards slash random V and EX cards. He's like, Ando, this is a really cheap brick and you could open it for a video. And I wish I bought this thing, but due to weight constraints, I knew there was no way I was fitting it back in my suitcase back to Australia, so I headed to the checkout. And that pretty much wrapped up my quick tour and trip to Card Secret. I bought a couple of boxes, a few singles, and a booster pack. And also shout out to Andrew for that awesome VIP tour. And once we looked through a couple more Pokemon card shops and bought a couple more Pokemon cards, the sun was going down and so was my bank account. So we headed back to the Airbnb to unbox everything I got that day. Alrighty guys, we officially just got back from the second-hand card markets. A massive day of shopping. I think I spent over $500. My accountant is not going to love this. But honestly, the first pickup of the day is all of these Pokemon figures right here. They were completely sold out across the Pokemon Center. We couldn't find any of these I don't know what they are, I guess just regular Pokemon figures, but we couldn't find any at the Pokemon Center. So when I saw these in a little crate and such an amazing variety, I had to pick them all up for the unboxing area. And it was even better because the person that owned the store was a fan of the channel, so if I could help support him, I was like, yup, let's get a bunch of these figures. And now we have the best unboxing area in Japan I could imagine. Bar the audio. We're filming in the kitchen. I don't know if you can see that right there. This is literally what I'm so excited to open up. I couldn't wait till I got back home because I really want to check out what's inside of here. We got these cubes right here. So this is level X cubes. They were $30 each. As you can see, we've got Alakazam on the front and then we've got Buzu on the back. Now I reckon inside, I have a feeling it's going to be commons and uncommons, but I think the shop owner, when he was selling these to me, was very cautious why I was buying these. He was trying to point to the common cards being like, Ando, do you know it's just commons inside of here? It's not all going to be level X's. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy them anyway. I didn't understand exactly if that's what he meant, but I had a feeling that's what he was trying to tell me. So let's find out. I mainly bought these because I really like the cards at the front. So look at this, level X Brazil. That looks fantastic. I really like these level X artworks. And to be honest, before this trip, I don't think I really cared too much about level X's, but the more I see of them, the more I really enjoy them. I thought this card was fantastic. The Alakazam. Look at that sparkle, it looks awesome. So I can't wait. I literally bought my binder right here to fill this thing up with pickups from Japan. All right, so let's put the level X's to the side, and I reckon the rest of these are just gonna be Diamond and Pearl, sort of commons, uncommons. They're all first edition, which is actually pretty sick. But yeah, I thought so. The guy was pointing to the box of commons and uncommons and then pointing to the deck. That's really cool, Machamp. And I was like, dude, I don't care. I'm buying it for the stuff at the front, and whatever's in the middle can be an added bonus. Shout out to my boy Mareep. That's really cool. It's gonna go roll with that Ampharos that we picked up. We've got Crobats, we've got Golbats, we've got Hoot Hoot as well, knocked out. Look at that, we got a little Cyndaquil. There was so many Cyndaquils at the Pokemon Center today too. Combee, got the Onix, Jigglypuff, Horsey. Got any other bangers? Oh, Paris as well. Alright, hey, that's a nice art. I really like that one as well. What do we got there? Another Mareep. Got a double up already in the brick. You know what? I'm going to say $30 well spent. I'm not even mad about it, to be honest. Now, I'm curious about this one, because this one is $38, which is on the higher price point. It's smaller, and both holos are on either side. So presumably, if that's what happened last time, we got all commons and uncommons, should be just a bunch of vintage cards inside of here. And being vintage, it doesn't really matter if they're commons and uncommons, it still should look pretty cool. This Gengar is going to be one of my favorite dude, this is my binder. If I give you a binder recap at the end of today's video, it's going to look awesome. So we got a Gengar Holo, that swirl right there. Oh my gosh, that's why I got it. I was like, this is such a beautiful card. And I saw the swirl, the Gengar looked fantastic. We'll put this one in our pile of cool cards. Got the Arcanine as well, look at that. The holo on these Japanese cards, and they're all vintage. This is gonna be sick. So I wonder what the variety here is. Unknown? So we get Neo cards as well. No way! It's Neo Destiny, Neo Rev, and yeah, Fossil as well. Okay, Gen 2, Gen 1. This is great. Neo Discovery. Oh, what? There's holos in here too. I wonder if they messed up or if that's actually meant to be in there. Steelix holo. I got a Steelix card you're about to see as one of my pickups. Okay, I'll take it. Another Steelix. Magnemite. We got Onyx. All right, Murkrow. Can we get anything? Oh, I love this. This is a really nice Spinarak from Neo Discovery. Caterpie, Omnistar, and Lantern. But let me show you what else I got. All right, before we get on to the part of the video which I'm really nervous about, let me show you some of the singles that I managed to buy. This Ampharos right here, the editor that's with me on the trip, Woodsy, he loves Ampharos, and he inspired me to get this card because I really, really like this artwork so much. It was only 24 bucks, so we had to cop it, and the holo looks awesome. My favorite art of Ampharos for sure. I love this Steelix. I don't know if I've seen too many of these Steelixes in the wild, but if you look at the 3D art and then the holo background, I thought it was awesome. And I also think it's great, every card that you buy from this place, they're putting in a top loader, and he clearly laid out every issue with it. He was like, it's scratched here, or there's a damaged corner, and they have different condition for different prices. So I think there's probably PSA 7, but again, we're buying for binder copies, not grading, and I just really like the Steelix art. Now this one, I thought the art was amazing. It's a Delta species Deoxys in defense form. It's got the metal type up there. First edition. I love this. This was the cheaper one as well. It's the $40 one. There was ones that I think went up to $100, but I thought it was a really nice card that I wanted in my binder. Got a Japanese Delta species Deoxys, and then I wanted 2 EX cards. I just thought the artwork's super clean, simple, and it's classic 3D generated. This one's a bit expensive, but I think very good condition. So I'll take it, and then we got a $14 camera up. I just like the art, and plus those two in a binder next to each other, gonna be sick. Super happy with my Japan pickups. But guys, we got these mystery sleeves right now, and these are very expensive. So I think I explained it when I was in the store, but basically you pay the money, you pick out one of the cards, it's faced this way, you don't know what's gonna be inside, and these are all I don't know, I think it must have been 50 bucks each. There's a couple of cards in here, and the grand prize is gonna be way over $50, but we might lose out and get under $50 worth of value. So let's see what we get. Let's flip it around. I don't even know what the pricing is. And oh no. Oh no, what the heck? No way. We absolutely lost on that one. Are you joking? Oh no. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. I didn't realize it was like that. That's actually ruthless. All right. Calm down. Andrew's gonna get kicked out of his Japanese Airbnb. Let's try this one. We didn't even get a full art anything. That was really brutal. Oh no, that's never a good sign when you see Magnetric. He's never a good time. Oh my gosh. We have one more. I will admit the sleeve is absolutely baller, but I don't know if this is worth 250 bucks worth of a sleeve. This is it. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, we got one full art card. I still don't think... We're on screen how much this one's worth. I think it's Grusha full art. This could be the biggest L I've taken on the channel today. All in all, I think my pickups were pretty sick, but jeez, I lost out on those sleeved ones. That was shambolic. Okay, so it looks like Japanese people play super hard on their lotto style games. I reckon this is one of my favorite pickups. I love that Steelix art. I actually really love the Alakazam Level X as well. But let's put it in a binder and wrap the video up.